Watson for Everyone. It's the first product that is a cross-industry product built on IBM's Watson and cognitive technology. And I'll give you a little bit more detail as to how we believe it's going to charge and further differentiate our smarter commerce technology. Before I do that, I wanted to put this in context as to, at a big picture level, what Watson and cognitive computing means to IBM company and how we're planning to take it forward. As you look out in the next 5 years, I see this super convergence, as I call it, of 5 major technologies that are coming together at one time. You've got big data, cloud, analytics, mobile, and social. All of these technologies converging at one time, which is going to fundamentally create a significant disruption in the market, as well as opportunities to create and reimagine businesses. And when you combine on top of these 5 technologies the shift in millennials, who are becoming the users who are digital natives, I think it provides for us a very target-rich environment to take our significant portfolio in smarter commerce and add on top of it a cognitive system like Watson and come up with new solutions. As a reference point, there are 10,000 workers that are retiring every day, and they are soon to be replaced by millennials who have a whole different sense of how they want to interact with systems and consume information. So when we started commercializing Watson post-Jeopardy, one of the first choices we had to make was, where are the markets that technology like Watson, which can process semi-structured and unstructured data, are well suited for? And we went after a whole category called information-intensive industries. These are industries like healthcare, insurance, banking, telecom, and retail, where there is a lot of information or big data, if you may, being generated by people, by machines, by systems. And we right away saw the problem of what I call as businesses dying of thirst in the notion of data. And I talk about the notion of Watson can serve as a desalinization plant to take all the big data and start putting it in context and in a way that's consumable by end users. So we started the journey with commercializing Watson in healthcare first, and over the last 18 months we have seen some tremendous results in healthcare. With working with MD Anderson, a leading cancer care institute in Houston, we have demonstrated it. Today it takes about 3 years for cancer care centers to come up with new cancer therapies. It's a big data problem. You have a lot of data about genomics, you have data about the patient's trial and the patient response to different drugs. A lot of it is in doctors' and patients' notes, and it's humanly very laborious for people to process it, and then you have to match it to all the research articles. We put Watson to work at MD Anderson on a small project we did last year, and the lead blood cancer specialist came back and told us they now believe they can come up with new cancer therapies not in 3 years but in 10 months. Okay? Then we'll talk about changing an important part of an industry like cancer, and now we're doing all blood cancer types, and soon we'll be doing all cancer types with them. So getting Watson going on that progression, we also did something unique. We started reducing the size of Watson. So as we started proving the technology in healthcare, we started reducing the size of the footprint of Watson to, from what I call as from a master bedroom down to a double-door refrigerator. Now it's down to one Power 750 server, which is about 9 inches high, 18 inches wide, and 28 inches deep. And this system, at a processor level, is 240% faster than the system that played Jeopardy. And also this system is built on what we call as a sprayer type architecture, which is if you spray more load on it, it will pull in more baby Watsons. And so it's very ideal for a cloud-like deployment, whereas the workload to Watson goes up, you can start pulling in more units of Watson. It also, what it does, is it gives us a new form factor. It gives us an appliance form factor. So if someone wanted to consume Watson, a client, through the cloud, through an IBM cloud, Craig talked about 80% of the Fortune 100 companies using IBM cloud, they can deploy it there. Or if they wanted it as an on-premise offering, they can deploy it there as well.